finally, we have gate 52, which is keeping still, also called the mountain, and the gate of stillness. And it's part of collective logical circuitry. And
It's trying to understand and create a logical understanding. The thing about logic is, and the thing about what this gate starts the process for, this gate empowered this along with 58. Again, 52 informs 58, just like 53 informs 41. 60 has the unenviable task of informing both 38 and 39. And so when you start to see it that way, because there is this format energy moving through here. So 52 about sitting still, what it's informing the process is assessment. It's about assessment. It's the adrenalized energy. We always think of movement when we think of the adrenals, right? But this is the lack of it. So if you're going to become a pro on all things related to human movement, one of those statuses has to be the status of stasis and sitting still. That was clumsy to say, but you get
no,
it.
it was actually delightfully alliterative. I super enjoyed it, but I enjoy wordplay. It was very cute and funny. The
Oh,
status of stasis.
the status of your stasis. So when you are sitting still, literally, you get to have renewed assessment. In fact, something about assessment is in the title of this line. It is all about the ability to, the sitting still is in preparation and support of focused concentration in gate 9. Gate 9 is dying with enthusiasm to get focused on taming all the little details. It's called the taming power of the small, and it is empowered by this activity of 52's sitting still and assessing before you turn into that wild fire hose of that focus.
Mm.
Someone's got to sit still. When people have this whole channel, it's like they can just sit still sometimes, and it's like, aren't you freaked out a little bit? And they're like, nope, not yet.
Like
Maybe
envious of
soon.
that.
I'll let you know when I'm freaked out. I'll be super focused and concentrate on that. And by the way, I will tell you, people have these channels. They can speak. They
Mm-hmm.
will speak.
So, gate 52, it's temporary and self imposed inaction for the benefit of assessment. That's our
Oh, cool.
definitive human design book. So, you
I
had
knew
that.
I was close.
Yeah, you're
Close
good. You're
enough.
good. Yeah, I always like to imagine the 52 9. The analogy that I always run with is imagining like a big eagle, like over a lake. Big eagle flying around and it just gliding. It's just like hanging out, gliding around, checking things out. And it's, in a sense, in action. Like he's not actively like flapping or attacking, he's just guiding, but it's getting that overview, check out what's going on, and then when that sacral responds for the focus of the 9, then it's like diving in to like catch the fish.
Right. Yes, absolutely. And it's got all that focus and concentration on exactly taming that moment. Of course, when 52 really releases for gate 9 to get moving on that focus, it's multiple dives. It's constant dives because it stays in that focus concentrated, taming all of the other details. So it would be like, and your analogy is perfect because it would be like we're going to give the Eagle Academy, and this is the lead Eagle instructor, and when he finally gets that sacral hit to go down and dive, and now his job is to be focused and concentrated on all the little cadets doing the same thing behind him, so he can measure out and be focused and concentrated on exactly how he's going to tell them about it and what things is he going to write down and pay attention to, right? So this is I leveled up the whole process of what this would go into because it's not just a one strike thing. It's dying to get into a process that can sustain after the next. Like when you and I learn human design, you know, we have to stay at it for years. We better get identified with that. And again, this is all about what am I identified with? 53 is just release the pressure to frickin' start something. 59 is no, I do need to be identified with this, or else I'm going to be very sad. I'm going to be very melancholic here. Or there'll be a depression that will come in that no, I'm not identifying with anything. So I'm restless, but I know I need to sit still too. I need to empower this thing to take off, first. So I need to plant my feet still so I can do the takeoff in the first place. And so it will hold out for the thing it needs to identify with, or it will spend its energy and cause a focus that it should not have. There's a lot going on in these three gates when they go together. They can easily mean each other, like I've been pointing out with the other three gates when we tie it all together, but they vary quite a bit, and there's a lot going on here.